Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Better Call Paul. My name is Vivek Kaur, and today we are in the uh, 1000 Python projects marathon for GenAI, ML, Data Science, NLP project series in this playlist. And today in this project, we are building something incredibly powerful and AI-powered SQL chatbot that converts our plain English questions into SQL queries and automatically it generates answer. Imagine asking, show me all the data science students and getting instance database results without writing a single SQL query line. That's amazing. We will use OpenAI GPT-3.5 Turbo for natural language understanding, SQLite for our database, and Streamlit for our beautiful web interface. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced developer, this project will transform how you interact with the databases. So grab your copy, fire up your code editor, and let's begin to build something amazing together. So in this projects, I have created two Python file, sql.py and sqlite.py. One is requirement.txt and one is .env as a file for storing the API key of OpenAI API. So I have used OpenAI as a LLM model, pre-trained LLM model for this project. You have to create your API key for OpenAI and store it in .env file. OpenAI API key is equals to your API key. And also in this requirement.txt file, these are the libraries I have put Streamlit, Google Generative, python-dotenv, LangChain, PY, ChromaDB files, CPU, PDF to image, SQLite, OpenAI. Uh, OpenAI we are using Google Generative AI. It is not necessary. LangChain is also not necessary. ChromaDB is also not necessary. But I was doing some experiments, trying this. So I have put these libraries also. And here there are two files, sql.py, sqlite.py. I will explain you each and every line of code in detail, why we use these libraries and what is the meaning of this function, like that. So I will start with the libraries. So here from .env import load.env brackets. So this line of code means we are loading the environment variables. So what it does, it loads the environment variable from a .env file. This is the .env file. You can see my OpenAI API key is here. It is very confidential actually. So from this API key, you will hit the pre-trained LLM model. You ask whatever your requirements right there. And why this .env file is necessary? Because for four main factors like security, best practice, flexibility, and we will see how it works. So security, we never hardcode our API keys in your source code. If you push it to the GitHub, then your keys will get exposed, and someone else will try using your API key, and it will cost you more. You will be cost in dollars, and there is unnecessary wastage of money. And it is a best practice industry standard for managing sensitive configuration. Flexibility, you can easily switch between development and production environments. And how it works, you just have to create a file by clicking here .env, renaming it to .env, and write down OpenAI underscore API underscore key is equals to your API key. Okay. So this load.env makes it accessible via os.getenv. Now this line of code import a Streamlit as a ST. This is a very important library, Streamlit. It turns your Python script into interactive web application in minutes. So why it's important? So you don't need to learn, you don't need to use HTML, CSS, JavaScript code. JavaScript is a bit complicated language, and slight changes in the code will entirely corrupt your website. So here, no front-end knowledge is required. Build your beautiful UIs without HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It is good for rapid prototyping, perfect for ML, AI demos, and data applications. If you want to create POCs, proof of concept, then developers normally start with Streamlit. And there are some built-in widgets here. Text inputs, buttons, sliders, file uploaders, all are ready to use. Auto refresh is also there. Changes in the code automatically update in the app. If you do some kind of changes, then it will automatically reflect to your Streamlit web frame. For this, you have to install a live server in your VS Code terminal. And deployment ready, easily you can easily deploy your Streamlit. You can easily deploy your application into Streamlit cloud for free. So this is also advantage. And another is import OS. So this is also most important library. Operating system. OS means operating system. So what it does, it provides functions to interact with the operating system, your inbuilt operating system. What means operating system? Like see here, there is a .env file present in your folder, and you want to interact with it. So you are dealing with a file which is present in your system, in your operating system. So os dot get env. See here, you can see os dot get env OpenAI API key. It will trace this file, and in this file it will trace this OpenAI API key, and you can see, just one second, you can see for this we need OS, import OS, operating system library. It does file operations, like it can check if file exists or not exist. It can create directories, it can create files folder, it can delete the files folder, it can do multiple operations in your local system. So that's why it is very important, and it is important because it is cross-platform. It works on Windows, Mac, and Linux. It is a standard library, no installation needed. It comes with Python inbuilt. It comes inbuilt in Python. So here is another library, SQLite 3. So why this is important? Why we install this SQLite 3 library? So here are the important factors about it. It is a Python's built-in interface to SQL database. That's why it is needed. Zero configuration is needed. No server setup is required. Database is just a file. See, this is a database file, your student.db. It is lightweight. It is perfect for small to medium applications. Learning, it is a, you can see it is a learning tool, great for understanding SQL without complex database setup. Also, it is portable. Database file can be easily shared or moved, and it is portable because we can just copy paste the databases easily, and it is standard library. It is it included with Python. No PP installation and complicated things are required. So you will not get any dependency error and version controlling error like we see in LangChain installation. So that's why we use SQLite library. Now comes the another library, OpenAI. You can see here, OpenAI library we have used. So what it does, it is a Python's official client for OpenAI's API GPT models. Why it's important? Because it has AI power, artificial intelligence power. It accesses to GPT 3.5 Turbo. It is one of the most capable language model. It is a pre-trained model, and what it does, it has a natural language understanding capabilities. It converts human languages to SQL queries. That is a most important feature in this application. It does chat completions, API structured conversation format with a system or user roles. It is reliable, official library with proper error handling and retries. It is cost effective. GPT 3.5 Turbo is fast and affordable for most use cases. That's why we have used OpenAI library here. Now we will see the code explanation line by line from this library, from this code file. We have only two code files necessary. These are not necessary right now. These are created by this by running this Python file. So here we are importing SQLite 3 library for database operation. Connection is equals to SQLite 3 dot connect student DB. So this is for connecting the database, that is student.db. It creates or connect to a database file named student.db. If it does not exist, then SQLite will create it automatically. After that, we will create a connection. After that, we have this line of code like cursor is equals to connection.cursor. This what this cursor means. This is a cursor is an object. Think of it as a pointer that executes SQL commands and fetches the results. After that, table info is equals to this text present in a docstring. Create table student name worker. Worker means this is a variable character. 25 will be the variable character length. Class is another column. Variable character 25. Section another variable character 25. Marks is the integer. So in this code, I have made some changes. I have deleted unnecessary files. This file also we will delete because this is going to create by using this file. And in the requirement.txt, I use pip freeze greater than requirement.txt. So all the libraries installed are present here. I will upload it to my GitHub repository, and I will mention the my GitHub repository link in the video's description box. Okay, and you don't need to worry about all these libraries. Only four libraries are important. One is this Streamlit, one is Streamlit, one is SQLite 3, one is .env, and one is OpenAI. These four libraries are sufficient. Just install it, and your code will run. Okay, now we are in this code line. So with the help of these code lines, we create a table named student, where name column we already discussed it. Now by using cursor dot execute table information, this table information we executed this query, and our student table created. After that, we use SQL cursor dot execute insert query, insert into student values. We make data science. These are the values which we will put these values in the table having proper names, column names, names. What it is just see name, class means which class, data science class. After that, section and marks. So section means these are section and these are marks 90, 100, 86, 50, 35. So these are the values will be uploaded to this table. Okay. After that, display all the records, print the inserted records are, and what will be there? This will be print row. By using this line of code, we will see all the values into the table. Data is equals to cursor dot execute select everything from students. So whatever the this entire student table will be displayed here. Connection dot commit. This means this will save the query lines, and this will make some this will change this will make some changes into the database. Make some changes means it will save the changes into the database, and connection dot close means this will close the database. So now I will run the SQL query. Before that, I want to tell you that you have to install the uh, extensions like live server. You have to install also SQL. These two SQLite and SQLite Viewer. You have to install these two libraries. You have to these two extensions. You have to install. You can see I have installed them. Because of them, you can see the SQL tables. Okay. Now I will run this SQLite.py file. I will open the command prompt. Here we are in the SQL env environment. If you are not into that environment, Control Shift P, click, then select Python, select interpreter, then go with this link, SQL env command. Okay, and click here. You will and again open your terminal. Delete the terminal, again open the terminal, you will see, because the name of the virtual environment is SQL env. Okay, now write down SQL, just one second, Python SQLite.py. Okay, and hit enter. You will see this table is created. Now student.db is also created. This file is also created. Now I have installed this SQL extension. Okay, so I can see the table also here. Name is Vivek, Ketan, Ramesh, Suresh, Mangesh. Class is data science, DevOps, etc. After that, sections are there, marks are there. So this is the SQL table, and without writing any SQL query, I want to fetch the details of this class table, this student table. If someone don't know how to use SQL, if someone don't have knowledge of SQL, but by using simple natural language means human language, human English language, what we use to communicate with another human being, that is called natural language. Python language means this is a Python language. Okay, HTML language, JavaScript language, SQL language. Natural language means English language, normal what we use to communicate with humans. By using this natural language, you can extract these values also. If you put a simple SQL language, simple natural language into this SQLite database, then you can't get it. Means I can show you the SQLite database. This is the SQLite browser. You can download it from Chrome. Here I will go open database. Uh, projects SQL chatbot, and yes, this is the table. And here you can see execute SQL queries. Uh, this is my database structure actually. Student table, here name, class, and so on. These are column names. If I write down here, if I write down, show me the entire table. Okay, and if I execute it, then it will show me error because this is a natural language, normal English language. Mm, give me give me total of marks of all students, and I run this by, this is a natural language, right? If I run this, then it will show me error. But if I write down a query, select everything from student, this is the SQL query, and if I run it, okay, then okay, then it will show me the table. Now this is the SQL query. Now I know the SQL query, that's why I am able to get this table. But someone is not able to, someone don't have a SQL knowledge. Then how can he see this entire table? Then by using or entire table or anything, what is the marks of Ketan? What is the section of Ketan? What is the class of Ramesh? Uh, 35 marks. Who is the student who is getting 35 marks? This kind of things we can get this data insights by using SQL query. We cannot get it by using natural language. But now we are building this application to get this answer, to get this data insights using natural language processing commands. Okay, using simple normal English natural language. So I will delete, I will close this, discard. Okay, I will also mm, go here. Now we will see this code line by line. As I have executed this, I have run this Python file. That's why this database is created. Now we will see this entire code, this Python code line by line. Okay, from .env import load.env. This is the Python library we just installed. .env means this .env file. Here our API key is present. Okay, OpenAI API key is present. So this will be loaded from the operating system. This is the Streamlit library as we discuss why we use Streamlit, why we use operating system, why we use SQLite 3, why we use OpenAI. All this we think, all this we have already discussed. Now client is equals to OpenAI API key is equals to os.getUnv OpenAI API key. Okay, and here client is equals to OpenAI API key is equals to this operating system dot get in. We get the API key of OpenAI and we use this OpenAI LLM model, pre-trained existing LLM model. And in this function, we write down the question, what question user wants. We provide two parameters, one is question and one is prompt. Inside this function, get OpenAI response. The response is equals to client.chat completion create. Here we use GPT-3.5 Turbo as a model, that LLM model we use. And here role is equals to system content is equals to prompt. This prompt we put inside this function. Role is equals to user and content is equals to question of that user, end user, who is asking questions to the SQL file. And return response choices. So first response we get message.content. After that, there is another function read SQL query in bracket SQL and database. Connection is equal to SQLite 3 dot connect database. By using SQLite, we connect to our database. Cur is equal to con dot cursor. Cur is equal to cur dot execute SQL. Rows is equal to cur dot fetch all, commit, then close, and for all rows in rows print rows. So it returns all the rows. This means this function execute the SQL query. It connects to the specific database, execute the AI generated SQL, fetches all the result, and close the connection and returns the data. Now prompt is equals to this. I will just make view. Just one second. View wrap word wrap. We do this. Okay, you can see this here. Prompt define your prompt. Prompt is equals to you are an expert in converting English language, natural English language into SQL query. The SQL database has the name student and has the following columns: name, class, section, and how many and these are examples how many entries of records are present. The SQL command will be something like this: select count everything from student. Example number 2, tell me all the students studying in data science class. So SQL command will be something like select everything from student where a class is used to data science. Also, the SQL code should have these symbols in the beginning or end of the SQL word in the input. They should not have these commands. Okay, so it will not run. That's why we have provided this. This should not be present. After that, Streamlit application. This is a simple front-end code. You don't need to write down HTML, CSS, JavaScript, complicated, large codes. You just use Streamlit. So here we provide the page title as SQL chatbot. Header will be SQL chat, and question there will be a text box. Ask the question, and there is a submit button, and there is a text like get answer. I will show you when I run this code, and when the submit button is clicked, then it will go to response is supposed to get OpenAI response. The user question, what is the question? Write down here, and prompt. This is the prompt. Okay. So whatever the question you have written and whatever the prompt is there, it will print the response. Response is supposed to read SQL query. This function. Where is the function? Here is the function. Read SQL query. Okay. So it will read the entire SQL query and response student database. So these are the attributes response and student DB in this read SQL query. So it will read the SQL. It will read the SQL query and put it and hit that query to the student database, and it will give a response. Std.subheader, the response is, and we will get the answer. For row in response, print row. Std.header row. So this is the where the magic happens. What its roles like SQL expert. You can see we have write down the detail prompt here. Database schema we have written. We have given him the examples, output, format requirements, no markdown, backticks required. These are backticks. And we have configured the Streamlit page title display main heading. So it creates input field, and if the button enters in, it sends a question to OpenAI to get the SQL query. We will hit the execute the SQL query on the database, then get the result and display the results in Streamlit interface. So I will show you. We have created this student database. I will just write down Streamlit run SQL.py, hit enter. After 1 2 seconds, okay, here it is created. Okay, now what is my database? I will show you just 1 second. This is my database. Okay, I'll just zoom out it. Oh, yes, you can see these are names. This is the class. This is section, and these are marks. Okay. Now, for example, I want to know that what is the marks of what is the marks of Suresh? Okay, what is the marks of Suresh? So if I want to get the marks of Suresh, then I want to write down a SQL query like select marks from students where name is equals to Suresh. Okay. Now if I want to get the marks of Suresh, then what I will do, I will write down a SQL query. Okay. Here I will again go. These are my students table. 85. Okay, 1 second. Execute SQL query, and here I will write down select marks from students where name is equals to Suresh. This is a very complicated SQL query. Only SQL experts know, but those who don't know SQL query, they can't get this data inside. I will run it. You can see 50. 50 is the marks of Suresh. Okay, Suresh mark is 50. But what I can do this by writing simple natural language question. What is the marks of Suresh? This is a natural language. This is not SQL query. And when I click here, then I will get the answer. The response is 50. You can see the response is 50. This is natural language. Like this, we can get anything. What is the marks of Ketan? Now, what is marks of Ketan? Ketan's mark is 100. So, it will give you answer 100. What is average marks of all students? Let's check if we can get the calculated answers or not. This also we can get. Just wait, it is running 72.2. So this is the average marks of all the students. This kind of complicated queries we can solve by using natural language with the help of LLM models like OpenAI, Anthropic, Gemini, Claude, anything. Okay, so this is our chatbot we have created for SQL. We can write a question in natural language and we can get the answer in natural language also. This is also natural language. The response is 72.2. This is the average. Okay, and that's it. There you have it. We have successfully built an AI-powered SQL chatbot from scratch. You have learned how to set up a SQLite database, integrate OpenAI's powerful GPT model, and create a beautiful Streamlit interface, all working together seamlessly. This project demonstrates the incredible potential of combining AI with the traditional databases. You can extend this by adding more tables, connecting to MySQL or PostgreSQL, or even adding voice inputs. If you found this helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more AI projects. Drop your questions in the comments below. Until next time, keep coding, keep learning. Thank you.